Well, for many, it's a tailgate staple or the best time at a backyard barbecue. You can call it cornhole or bags. I will always call it fun.
Yeah, there's never a game where I don't want to join in when I see it happen. The game is becoming serious for many. There are competitions on television if you're watching, world championships, and now school teams. We're going to learn a few things from Justin and the gang from the Mid-Michigan High School Cornhole Club. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Justin, introduce who you brought with you.
Yeah, I got my daughter Emily, her best friend McKenna, Bobby, and Jimmy. Bobby's been on the crew since we started 3 years ago, and then I guess made Emily start playing, but she's been playing really well. We have it out in the barn, and she really enjoys it.
But they're all members of the Greenville High School team.
Yep, absolutely.
We got a school team. Go Jackets.
Yeah,
right?
go Jackets.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have about 32 kids on the high school Greenville team. We have 6 other schools that have combined and entered the league. And we just kind of, every Sunday, we go into the high school gym. We set up about 15 to 18 sets of cornhole boards and have a big tournament. There's about 80 kids that are total inside of the program with 6 other schools. So, yeah, it's
pretty
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, well, so let's talk about the why, how you decided this needed to happen.
Well, I used to do a lot of adult cornhole in my barn, and then these kids kept coming, and they kept coming, but they got really good at it, right? And I really enjoyed hanging out with them and showing them, the basics of it all. And then, not every kid wants to play football, baseball, basketball, the normal stuff. And it also gives these kids some competitiveness. And there is no running, there's no push-ups, there's no sit-ups, and there's also no tryouts. Okay. With my program, if you kid want to play, you guys are more than welcome to play. I'll find you a team to play on and find you something to do.
Should we let them play?
I want to dive into Emily real quick before you go. Emily, hold on a second. You weren't really eager, trying to get into a cornhole team, right? So when you're in one now, did it surprise you? Is it something that you actually love?
Yeah, I really do like it. It brings a lot of new opportunities to I meet new people and make friends and stuff, and it just, people come over to the house all the time, and after practice they stay an hour later and stuff, and it's a really good time.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like social too.
Yes.
You guys, this is fun more than just the game.
Yeah.
Any tips and tricks that we need to know from you guys, the professionals?
How do you hold it right? Is there a certain special way that you do by the end? I mean, is there a?
I just hold it on the side and just
do you spin it? Do you flop it? I mean, I'm sure there's.
Should we let them do it?
Yeah, show us how it's done.
Get out there, you guys.
Too bad for you. There you go. Feel free.
Right, we'll step back.
Now, Justin, in this game, with bowling, you get 3 strikes in a row. It's called a turkey.
Really
Is there any
close
lingo associated with it?
Well, you get your 4 bags, right? So then each player will toss one, and then the other player will toss one. So there's a lot of strategy into it. There's a reason why there's 2 sides to a cornhole bag. One side will be the slow side. So if you throw the flat bag and it lands on the board flat, then the friction will be able to have the bag stop in front of the hole. And then your opponent will either have to shoot over it, shoot around it, or push through it.
So there's definitely different ways to throw these for different shots.
Yeah, and that's what makes these kids have fun with it, because once they figure out that you can throw a bag at a different angle and it'll do different things, now things start clicking, and now they just want to get better and better at it. So it's pretty neat.
I know, and this is not a regulation.
No, it's not.
We're really
don't
close
miss.
Together. So talk us through a throw.
So
Ladies.
I basically just stand there and I have my hip parallel to the thing, and I just throw it, and that's
That's a lot of dynamite.
yeah, and it's just
My throw is probably just about the same. Make sure I'm in line with the board. You want to make sure your hips are pointing forward, because obviously if you're turned, your bags aren't going to go to the board, and then
Excellent.
Yeah, that's
always
smart.
follow through.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
That was a
Flat
dunk.
bag.
That was a dunk. Is there a name for it? Is it ace? What do they call
oh
it?
my god,
Airmail.
Airmail?
It's an airmail.
See, I knew
Yep.
there was
Just drop
lingo.
it in.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's an airmail to it.
Okay, so that's called airmail, and it just goes right
Yes.
through. All right.
Yep. And when the kids first start and they come to me, a lot of the kids don't know how to throw the flat bag, right? So whether they like it or not, I take them over to the garage door, and it's this far away, and we throw it to the door, and then we work on the flat bag, and then I get to graduate them to throwing normal. And normally I can have them by the end of the day at least knowing how to throw a flat bag, and then it it's up to them to how much they want to go with it.
I love that. So did you have to go to special training to, I mean, are you just a really good?
No, my background is bowling,
Okay.
so it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And then just kind of ventured on into this. We've always liked cornhole. We've always played it. And I had a big barn, so I started making it even bigger and bigger.
To see the reception and see all of the kids who are doing this now, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's I enjoy it. I mean, you don't do it for the money. You don't do it for nothing. I mean, it's these kids being able to do something besides the main core sports.
Right.
You know, there really is kids that just cannot play the core sports, and this gives them opportunities to do something with the competitiveness, meeting new people, friends, and you also have, you know, the capability of doing it after high school.
Sure. I was going to say, are you guys going to continue? Any of you guys like going to make this pass? Because there are scholarships available, which I
yes.
didn't know.
Yep, yeah. There's not too many of them. It's still catching on. Winthrop University down in South Carolina, they do have given out full ride scholarships for cornhole, which is awesome. Adrian College, they have a program. I don't know about the scholarship so much yet, but they got a really nice program down there too.
You want to take a shot, Michelle? You gonna take a
Me?
shot at it? Yeah, go for it.
Sure, I'll take a
Right?
shot. I mean, I know it is close. I am a lefty too.
There it is.
The hips thing, I'm like, okay, that's a really good.
See?
So that's not airmail.
No, that's not
No,
it.
that's an
it
oopie.
works.
That's
Hey,
an
whatever-
oopie. I'll
whatever
make it
works.
effective,
I'm trying
right?
to get all the lingo so I don't sound like a noob when I show up. I love the fact you mentioned that some kids may not be able to play those other sports. Trust me, I grew up in a small town, and the only reason I was on the football team is because we needed enough boys for a team. Did I want to play football? No.
No,
I would have rather
absolutely.
played this as a sport growing up.
And it's also nice too is if you get into a bigger school, right? If you play baseball your whole life, you got 60 kids going out for a team that only
Right.
keeps so many, right?
True story.
So with me, if you want to play, you play. I'll find a room for you. We'll figure something out. It gets
thanks.
crowded, so
Yeah, and can people come and watch?
absolutely, yeah,
There you
yep,
go.
absolutely. That'd
Every
be awesome.
Sunday.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate
Yeah.
Thank you.
the education that we got
I know.
today.
Thanks for the tips. We
Jacket
appreciate it.
Strong, a Mid-Michigan High School Cornhole Club. You should check them out on Facebook today. If you've got a child that you think might be interested in this sport, all the info is waiting for you right there, and it sounds like you got an open invitation.
Absolutely.